That's what
Straight face it seems.
Straight face.
चमकादड़ को उल्टा लटकाओगे तो मोर नहीं बन जाता.
एक सेकंड. हेलो राम गोपाल वर्मा जी.
We are live.
We are live. Yes, we are live. And
After a little while, I get a score prediction almost right.
Almost right. And it's 0-31 in my case. I predict 173. Even random things don't work for me.
But 181, guys, what do you make of this score?
It's a little less. I think with the way the batting, the track is. I mean, very good batting track. Can we have some light?
Just about par. Just about. It'll depend on how. Because the bowling is good of RCB. That's what I'm saying. If it was a previous RCB team, hell no. This total would have been easily chased down.
Why did Dinesh Karthik come so low down the order? Hardly got any balls to throw.
No, that's because Shahbaz got that partnership with Duplessis. No, DK hardly got batting towards the end.
Yes.
If you'd say no, Duplessis, I'm saying Duplessis batted more deliveries. He took a lot of couples. Like if you see the number of braces he ran, it was quite high.
My point is, at the end of the day, the best batsman in the IPL at the moment is getting to play only 8 deliveries.
Yeah.
Even though he came in the he came after 15.2.
And he's on an average of 210 now to boot.
Even 15.2 is late.
So 28
early,
deliveries and you only got to play.
The difference was Lucknow did not allow Shahbaz to get they didn't give him room. And on top of that, he didn't bowl deliveries close to the Krunal, darting it on the pads, didn't just.
I actually at one point thought Shahbaz got himself run out so that DK would come.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually thought he did not put in the effort to get
He didn't
back.
put in the effort.
And Duplessis sent him back, but he just did not. He could have probably dived, did anything, but he's sort of meandering and.
Take away Duplessis 150. DK, yes, he's superhuman.
150?
Strike rate.
Rest of the batting, you see, it's 80. 111, 118. They have not set.
Maxwell 200.
Maxwell 223.
But he could have done so much better. Again, rash shots.
No, but you have to say the catch was brilliant.
Super. My catch of the match is that.
Catch was brilliant. I think so Maxwell
eliminated Maxwell from that.
Yeah, he did to just prove his point.
Exactly. That is because see.
And to be fair, even DK was striking at 162.
I exclude DK because he's superhuman.
So you
excluded two guys. What is this?
I am saying look at 118, 111
Yeah, so
and
say
80.
that. Just say that.
I just said that.
Look at 118 and 111.
I'll give you another stat now.
Not look at the whole thing and just exclude Faf and see the strike rate.
I'm giving you.
What about Maxwell? Oh, I've kept him out also.
And what about DK? Kept him out.
Kept him out also.
Yeah, but 3 out of 5 struggled, no?
Okay, I'll give you another stat. In terms of starts for RCB, this is the 4th game. They've lost 3 wickets before hitting 50.
Yeah.
3 wickets.
What did we say at the start of this game? It's going to be a match between an amazing top order versus a non-existent top order that RCB have. Anuj Rawat, Faf to Plessis, Virat hadn't been firing. Faf, of course, made up for
it. But Faf, first game 76. This is 96. Nothing in the middle. And similarly, Virat Kohli 148. Apart from that, nothing here, nothing there.
So the Faf, I remember seeing his stat, is that in the first game he scored 76. Next 5 innings he scored 66 runs combined. So,
but now he's got his average. Now he's got his average.
Sixes. So yes.
Sixes.
Vada pav analogy. Faf doesn't have a vada. That's the only thing. He's got the pav.
I've given up.
Middle portion. No, he doesn't perform the middle section of the tournament. If you have to say.
No, but this is the middle. This is the 7th game.
1 out of 7. 1 out of 7.
To be fair, it's 2 out of 7. He did well
2 out of 7.
game,
Yeah.
So if 1-7 and if he performs now,
don't put logic.
Starting of the
1-7, I'm saying now he'll score more in 14th. The 14th game.
Logic
Hope
to
so. See, first game, 7th game. Beach mein kuch nahi.
What happened to Ravi Bishnoi, man? All the talk of India contender for the T20.
Dropped the catch.
They did listen to your ploy, by the way, kept him for the
Yes, they did keep him.
Yes.
I was pointing out to Siddhant.
Yeah.
Dropped the catch.
Watch our show.
Also.
Yeah. We did suggest that
Drop
keep him
the
for the
catch.
death, though it didn't work this time around.
Didn't work at all.
He dropped
It didn't work at
Karthik,
all.
no?
They kept him
Running
for
back.
Dinesh Karthik. But then
No, but that
it
was.
just didn't work.
Hey, if you're calling drop the catch, he's calling that such a difficult chance where he had to run back from off his own bowling to try and get.
Yeah, that was really
That was harsh.
How can you like drop catch? Poor guy got.
Everybody, he had
Look at
caught it. It's not even.
He's calling that a drop catch like as if it was a lollipop chance that he ought to have taken.
Most bowlers would have taken.
No,
that.
it was very difficult. What are you saying? He was full diving and he still could not get it.
Oh, nice.
Now talk. Talk now. Whatever.
This is a pad. That was a ball.
Whatever.
Also, that was Ravi Bishnoi running back. You were just
Testing his
sitting here.
reflexes.
I dived. He's at least been playing cricket. I haven't played cricket for 7 years.
Please.
Yeah.
If you are saying that he dropped that catch where it was so difficult.
Man, it was DK. You had to take it.
No, come on.
What happened to Ravi Bishnoi, man?
You have to play him like a fast off spinner.
Yeah,
That's it.
at this point, I remember, I think Vikrant sir had done an interview with him where he said, I want to work on my leg spin. And I'm like,
Yeah.
hold on, what?
Yeah.
You're a leg spinner. But the problem is he's not really a leg spinner. He's a googly bowler, so they play him accordingly.
Yeah.
No, but I'll tell you what. So you remember he bowled
That
a no
has been
ball.
working.
He bowled a no ball and there was a free hit right
Yeah.
after that Suyash Prabhudesai
Suyash
hit for a
Prabhudesai.
6. That was the leg break he bowled. The free hit was a leg break. if
No,
I'm
the
not
stock
wrong.
ball was a flighted ball and he hit it for a 6. So it's
Free
Okay,
hit leg
elephant in the room.
Virat Kohli. Oh man.
He's sitting right in front of
No, I want to.
No, everyone-
That Corey.
Start. What is
I said when
30
okay.
seconds on Virat Kohli.
Okay,
everyone.
so when he got out for a first ball duck, I called him Virat Kohli. Kori in Tamil means duck or hen, whichever you want to look at it. It's because it's the drawing. No, in that cricket Australia thing, it
Yeah.
seems like a hen, seems like a duck.
Right.
So I called Kori.
I
That's it.
Okay, Virat Kohli.
Yeah, but yes. How does I
30
asked?
seconds start now. That wasn't part of it. And Virat Kohli.
Okay, I just asked the people in the other room how do you feel Virat Kohli as a mortal now? How does it feel that he's now looking mortal, considering from 2019 to 2012 he was in that zone where he just dominated batting.
Yeah.
And basically now I don't think you can call it to a bad shot, I think it's a weakness. 3 bad weaknesses you can say. Umesh, that fiddle, this he need not have played at it. Seriously, he need not have played at it.
No, but that was a ball.
To be fair,
he
he was
could
there
have,
for
he
the
could have
hitting.
played.
He was there for the hitting. He would have hit it harder.
But it's his weakness. See, look at it. See,
Yeah, it's a horrible shot. It was there for the hitting.
What is it? Where is Virat Kohli right now? No, Siddhant's turn.
Only he knows where he is. That disbelief.
He's at
sort
DY
of
Patil.
smile. I'm telling you. I want to hit him with this bat again. I did it yesterday. What are you? This guy, worst poor jokes he makes these days. Okay, I'm saying Virat Kohli's sheer disbelief after getting out that first ball. By the way, another fact, first golden duck after 2017.
17, yeah.
So in 5 years, this is like the first golden duck for Kohli.
Virat.
For Virat, but that disbelief, that smile on his face showed you like he also doesn't know what's going wrong. He's also clueless. He could not believe that he got out like that.
Yeah. Shane?
Is it a mental thing? Is there a mental block there somewhere? Because when he's been batting, he's not looked bad. Again, yeah, he's looked mortal, but everyone goes through dips of form. At this point, I think he's playing in his head a little bit. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It happens to everyone. But I think I don't think it's necessarily a technique thing, because this is not a problem that he had gotten rid of this problem after a point. But it's coming back now and it's looking really bad. So
I think he never fully eliminated that problem.
no, he never fully eliminated, of course, but it was not
Because
longer
everybody was
affecting
saying, okay, don't fiddle outside here, don't play that cover drive, don't play this shot. But he's a batsman who relies on his natural instinct. You can't just take it away like that.
him. Yeah.
I think it can't be mental. Even if something is mental, you'll only realize when, let's say, he's got a start and then throws his wicket away or plays a bad shot at that time.
But to be fair, he's played a few.
Yeah, but I'm saying now this dismissal, for example, or the one that he got run out or whatever.
Or even the Umesh one for that matter.
Yeah, I mean, these are dismissals that he's doing, initially. So I don't know if it's mental. It could be a larger mental issue because we are also considering international cricket. So it's been an extended period of time
Lean
where he
back,
hasn't got a really big total. But if I was to just look at now what these dismissals, I don't know whether is he zoned in as a batsman, because these first ball dismissals or these early dismissals tell you that they're not mental as in something is bothering you, but you're just not there.
Nerves.
You're just not there. Yeah, he's just not there. This is a bad shot. At the end of the day, it's a bad shot.
It's a bad
Whether he
shot.
leaves it, plays it differently. I'm sure if he got another chance, he'd play it differently.
Yeah.
but he did not. He gave it straight to the bowler, so you can't even say. A lot of people have said unlucky, but this is not unlucky.
No, but I think so. It was
Image dismissal.
I
this
think
dismissal.
I
both
think they were
times he could
bowling
have done
according to a
something
plan.
different.
Yeah,
If you
of course.
see the
Yeah.
fielder
Was set
was
right
set.
there.
No, he was he was not even at the boundary rope. I'm saying at the 20-yard circle.
No, that usually all come in. So initially, fielders are pretty much.
No, but he
inside the
was
circle.
well inside. I think so. They bowled according to a plan with a short of length delivery where they knew that he might fiddle at it, and he did.
Yep.
But my problem with Virat Kohli is not just the fact that he's not been scoring runs, but the ways he's getting out. Twice he's gotten run out also.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think
See,
now,
run out is a case of bad luck, but here this was a bad shot.
Yeah.
No,
So
and it's happening quite
he's facing
often.
a double whammy. He's facing a double whammy. Luck is not with him.
Luck also big
Is not with
factor.
him, and plus somewhere he's trying to be that old Virat,
luck
but
factor I think evens out. So you can't say
Yeah.
everyone goes through a bad luck or a good
Yep.
luck phase. That evens out. Eventually, not getting runs, there is something that you need to work on. We've got a few suggestions like storyteller writer saying, do you think Virat needs to go back to his childhood coach? We've spoken a lot about it during the international phase on Sports Today if you were watching, and we were of the opinion, if you saw our pieces then, that maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to go to his childhood coach in the West Delhi Academy here. But the thing is, it's not that he's not consulting his childhood coach. He's consulting his childhood coach even now, and he speaks to him very often. His coaches often mention it, so he is consulting. Whether he needs to come here, spend some time. I mean, there is a school of thought that maybe him being in Bombay, and he usually now goes and practice at Brabant and not. Sometimes it makes sense to come back to those exact places where your cricket began. You feel completely at home. Going to those drills that you did going up as a kid. Maybe whatever it takes. I mean, if I was Virat Kohli, I'd look at all of these options. Whatever it takes for me to get back into the groove, get back into run. At the moment, seems like he can't even buy a run.
Yeah.
So try and do whatever. Some people have suggested, and kind of there is merit in that maybe me being in Mumbai, I'm not saying there's anything, but he's away from his natural surroundings, where he was in Delhi. Maybe if he comes back here, spends some time and does it. I don't know whether it's possible now that he has a young child at home, and he'd want to spend time
it's
there.
really
His
very-
wife's gotten back into films, so she's going to be busy. So I don't know whether that can happen.
At least he's pumped up to give the team talk in the huddle.
No, as a team player, he's been pumped up. If you look at his celebrations, his catching,
No, but
he's pumped up. There's no
it
lack
ought to
of
play on your
motivation.
mind, right? Like you have not been scoring a lot of runs for a long time now. Everybody is looking forward to seeing you bat, and then you get out like the way you get out.
We can
I think
just
it's-
like the past greats like Tendulkar, like Gavaskar. I think Gavaskar also had a lean patch. Tendulkar had a lean patch. What did
Yeah.
they do to come back into it?
No,
I think
but
go
they're
back to the
different
basics.
People. They're different people. For example, I know, and this is the difference between a Virat and Sachin. Sachin was the kind of guy, and while I was covering at that time and meet him, he's the kind of guy who's always thinking cricket. 24/7, locks himself up in his room, is always thinking about his game, trying to figure out his weak areas. I'm not saying Virat does not, but Virat that way has a much more rounded personality in the sense he's a hands-on father. His wife mostly travels with him. Then he's a brand as well. I mean, Sachin was still a more reclusive sort of a guy, totally immersed into his cricket, wasn't visible anywhere. Virat that way is a much bigger personality.
Yeah.
He's a big brand by itself. You see him in other things. He has different interests as well. So I don't know whether that same thing can work for Virat as it worked for Sachin Tendulkar. There was a suggestion said maybe rest him for a series and that may fire him up and he comes back. But he's been resting from a few
Rested.
series.
Yeah.
Anyway. But maybe the suggestion is in those cases he's asked for a rest. They're saying rest
Doesn't
him as in
drop
like a
him.
drop sort of a rest him.
I don't know whether
And that fires
he
him
can
up.
play Ranji because already many rounds are up, and I don't know when does the Ranji season end.
No, even if he doesn't
Ranji
play.
season, like the quarterfinals and everything, will take place after the IPL gets over.
No, I think the suggestion says he doesn't play Ranji. Just the whole fact that he's not part of a series will fire him up so much that he'll score all the runs that he hasn't and all that. I don't know whether that.
It's pretty hard to make.
Love
out.
Rami says he has to let go of his ego, and it's important and beneficial sometimes. He should learn from Butler and tonight. I think this is no.
I
he's
think
presuming.
Kohli's ego is what fires him up.
Absolutely.
Right now, I think he's playing without ego, and that's what's actually
Yeah,
happening.
I think with Kohli playing with his ego would probably get you a lot of runs.
I
Yeah.
That sort of a player.
He
Like
needs
that,
to- he
that,
needs to tap into
no, that is the drive he gets, na,
Yeah.
to outperform everybody, to show them that boss, you were wrong in pointing a finger at me. That drives him.
Yeah.
So I think that Kohli, I think if his ego can be, if we can find a way to, you know, sort
He
of
needs to discover that inner Jordan in him again. Just find
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
get really motivated, and that's when he gets back his form.
we need to stir his ego somewhere, I'm saying,
Yeah, absolutely.
so that he gets a few runs for us.
So like Abhishek Agarwal is saying, let's call it drop and not rest. That will really push him to
True.
perform. True, but just that rest is.
But it's very hard to drop Virat Kohli, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, no, there's a rest has become synonymous with dropping in India. It's
But not
just-
necessarily nowadays in today's day and age.
Then nobody says drop.
Yeah, but
It's always rest.
No, but nowadays in today's days, what I'm saying is with the bio bubbles and fatigue and stuff like that, propping up resting is a legitimate thing they do.
Yeah, but even when you're dropped, it's rest.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the word used is rest
Yep.
or injured. Yes, Saraj.
Player like Virat Kohli himself can't think of taking rest. I think. Should he?
He has taken rest recently.
He should take a break, maybe.
He has taken breaks.
Hmm.
So that
He didn't play series. No, New Zealand, he didn't play that
He didn't play.
test match.
Test
one
match,
test
No, he's been given enough rest every
He
now
didn't
and
play
then.
the series
Yeah.
against West Indies.
West Indies.
I think all these senior players have gotten enough rest.
But if he's not in that mental state, I think he should.
No, but he has rested. I don't think he needs rest.
See,
Again,
the slump has begun not now, it's begun from 2020.
yeah.
So it's a prolonged slump. 2020, 2021, now middle of 2022, almost.
Yeah. This will be the longest. slump. And when you talk about other players like Sachin, I can't recall
Standards.
this long phase
Yeah.
where
It
that
was,
one.
I think,
Also,
2000.
Not helped by the fact that they play this
NSL,
much
bro.
cricket.
When did that happen?
2005,
5,
6,
6, right?
But then that much cricket also allows you.
No,
to-
but
Well, if you are going through a bad patch, then it can be counterproductive.
yeah.
Yeah.
More
But
chances
I mean,
to fail.
No, but in his case, he's been taking rest.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
But
So he's
again,
letting
it's
go
a
of
very
appreciation.
cruel thing, these numbers. I don't want to read too much into it. See, Virat in his slump, like I pointed out, 2 years in ODIs, he still averages 48. Man, that is 4
More than
units more than
Sachin
Sachin's
Tendulkar.
overall.
In his Sachin's overall
Peak.
ODI average.
It's 4 units
44
more.
point something is Sachin's
And
average.
Virat averages 48. But that is because Virat has set the standard so high.
I keep saying this.
59.
He's been on God mode for so long that we can't see him mortal. It's the Ronaldo Messi
that is
conundrum.
true. That is
Yeah.
true.
I mean, again, 2016 combined average, all 3 formats combined average 86. 86. Even Bradman didn't have that kind of an year. I'm sorry, he didn't.
Okay, we've gone on for too long. We'll leave this discussion for the end of the game because that's the time that we go for our
Also our more comments. I'm sure there'll be more people
Yeah,
tuning
See,
so-
in.
if we haven't taken any,
Predictions, quickly.
I still stand with LSG.
LSG.
LSG,
RCB.
LSG.
I picked LSG. I'll stay with LSG.
I'll stay with it.
Don't forget to
Still
download
the same way.
the Gamezy app. We'll see you at the end of the game. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Even in KKR RR, it was 3 on 1.
Is he? Is Faf
Yeah,
not
Faf is
around?
not here, so
Yeah.
Virat is currently
Yeah,
dehydrated.